Afternoon everybody, happy Friday. I have just been and done the weekly food shop, which has just about killed me off. I woke up so many times through the night last night just feeling uncomfortable and achy and not really knowing why. Just kept waking up just thinking, oh, I just feel a bit sore. And then I woke up this morning feeling like I hadn't slept and I had to go do the food shopping, which has about killed me off. So my back right now, I feel about 75. That's how I feel. I feel blooming awful. But I have done a massive food shop, which you'll probably know from the title that I got a lot of money off. And I've started my Christmas food shopping. So I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 huge bags for life down here. I'm going to get it out, show you what we've got, show you what I've got for Christmas so far. I do believe Kev's picked up a few bits as well, and he's hidden them in the attic to stop us eating them. I'm sure he said last night that he got some Terry's chocolate oranges and he's put them up in the roof so that I can't eat them. I say I can't eat them so that we can't eat them. He is as bad as me for of an evening going, oh, just fancy a bit of chocolate or just fancy something a little bit sweet, and before we know it we've smashed out a whole chocolate orange or a whole bar of dairy milk. And yeah, so he's hiding it all up in the roof. So what I bought today will also be going up in the roof. Also, they've got a really good offer on Pepsi Max. So I've ended up coming home with 48 cans of Pepsi Max. So some of those are going to be going up in the roof as well. But before that, I'm going to open one, have a drink before I even start laying all of this out, because I'm absolutely shattered today. That was effort. So I'm going to start off with what meals we're going to eat this week. And over here we've got 750 grams of lean diced beef, and that's going to be making beef bourguignon, and from the recipe that I'm going to be following, looks delicious. The only thing I need to get is a bottle of red wine, which is just either cheaper to get in Aldi or cheaper if I get it from a supermarket where they do the smaller bottles, because otherwise I have a bottle of red wine sat on the side that doesn't get used. So yeah, that's going to be making that meal, which is also a slow cooker dinner, so great for maybe Monday evening or one of the weekend nights when you just want to come home to dinner already cooked. And I'm going to do that with mashed potato. I've then got chicken to make a chicken bacon. I've got bacon as well. I've actually got 2 packs of bacon and leek pie. And I'm going to serve that with, what am I going to serve that with? I think new potatoes. Yeah, definitely new potatoes with that one, and vegetables. Tonight, Kev's making Fake Away Five Guys burgers, and he's going to be filming that for his channel. So he asked for the fatty mince because apparently it makes burgers better. If you use the 5% fat mince, they're just quite dry. So he's doing this 20% fat mince. I've got 2 packs of that. That's making burgers. Then I've got a 750 grams of 5% fat mince. That's going to make chili. I've got 1 chorizo ring. I already have one in the fridge. That's going to do chorizo pasta with garlic bread. And then over here I've got, oh, I also need the parmesan for the chorizo pasta as well. And I've got 2 packs of sausages. That's going to make toad in the hole with roast potatoes and vegetables. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 meals. I haven't got a 7th meal because I think we will probably end up eating out one night this weekend. We've got friends down and we're going to be out all day. So I was just thinking, I reckon we'll probably end up eating out at least once this weekend. So I just went for 6 meals this week. So that is the meat for the meals. There is also no non-meat meals this week, and I didn't plan it that way. It just ended up being that way. I had a few things in my head that I knew I wanted to do this week. I knew I wanted to do a toad in the hole. I knew I wanted to do the beef meal, and I just ended up with all meat dinners. But if we don't end up eating out, I've also got over here 2 packs of eggs, so we can always have omelettes. Then I've got cheese, just a normal size block of cheese. That's on offer at the moment for £2.75. We generally only go through about 1 of these size cheeses a week because we're not like sandwich eaters. It's only if we need it grated with anything, or if it goes in a recipe. We're not like huge cheese eaters. Pepperamis. Now, last week I did 2 small shops, and I did those 2 small shops in Aldi. My children were not impressed. We had chicken thigh fillets. There was bones in it. It was gross. And we had their version of pepperamis, which were terrible. And also, I mean, I haven't tried them, but this is what's coming from the children. Riley found the bones in the chicken, so was like, that's disgusting. I'm never eating chicken from Aldi ever again. Felicity had the pepperamis in a lunchbox, said they were gross. And Sienna had skips, Aldi's version of skips, and she said they tasted like peanuts. So I tried them, and I agree, they taste like peanuts. So she didn't like those at all. So we definitely do prefer going to Sainsbury's. So I've got 2 lots of pepperamis for lunch boxes. I've got some corner yogurts. I've got some more corner yogurts. They were on offer at the moment for £2, and these ones were on my prices. When these aren't on offer, Muller yogurts are now £4 for 6. I think they were £2.80 with my Nectar price. And I've got some Greek yogurt to go with granola, which I actually remembered to buy this week. So that's for breakfast. I've got a large thing of double cream. That's to go in the chorizo pasta. I've got 2 garlic baguettes. Now, the other week we had last week we had garlic baguettes, and that was a mouthful. Garlic bread. Last week we had garlic bread, and I buy 2 packs of 2, but 4 is too many. We only actually really need 3, so there's already 1 in the freezer. I've got some Philly. It wasn't much price difference to get the branded one over the Sainsbury's own one, so I went for the branded. I got some Little Yo yogurts. They're on offer for £1.25, so they're for Sienna. Sometimes she comes in from school and has a yogurt. I've got some cheese slices for tonight's burgers, some sour cream for the chili, 2 milks. I usually get 3, but I was thinking, I'm sure I bought one yesterday, so we end up buying milk throughout the week, as most families probably do. I've got 3 lots of the Happy Monkey milkshakes. They're on my prices at the moment for 84p, and we are now one of those families. Lurpak. The other week, Kev went into Sainsbury's and picked up a tub of Lurpak in the reduced section for 94p. And when the kids came home and they went in the fridge, they were like, have we won the lottery? Like, why have we got Lurpak? Like, have we won the lottery? Have you, like, come into money somewhere? Somebody died and left us loads of money? We were like, no, look at the side of it. 94p. So that meant everyone now has a taste for Lurpak. So we're one of those. But it was on offer at the moment for £2.50, which is still not quite twice the price. About the price and a third of what we usually pay for like the cheaper butter. But yeah, we are now a Lurpak family. We've also got the 2 lots of eggs, and then onto frozen, I've got some whole green beans and some peas, a bag of chips, which will probably go with tonight's burgers, 2 packs as usual of the chicken steaks for making chicken wraps for lunch boxes or just lunches in general, 2 thin and crispy pepperoni pizzas, again, cook one of those up in the morning, slice it up for lunch boxes, and 2 packs of ice creams for dessert one day. So desserts this week will be ice creams one day, a Muller corner one day, and I think I've still got some ice cream left over in the fridge from Aldi last week. So just a few puddings throughout the week. I do love a hot pudding. Might have to get Kev to make something for his channel, hot pudding wise. Then on to the cupboard items, and I've not actually got a lot this week. I've got 1 lot of chopped tomatoes and 1 lot of baked beans. I've got 4 packs of the microwave basmati rice. That will go with the chilli, and there'll be 1 or 2 left over. We do chilli with nachos, but we always do a couple of packs of rice as well, because not everybody enjoys it with nachos, and some people prefer it with the rice. I've got 2 things of passata, 1 red kidney beans to go in the chilli. I've picked up 1 tin of tuna to make some tuna pasta for lunch one day. I've picked up a katsu curry sauce mix, because I've never made katsu curry and I've never even tried it. I don't think anybody in our house has tried it apart from Sienna. So it was on the school menu, and I'm friends with the mum that works in the kitchen, and she said to me that Sienna absolutely polished it off, really enjoyed it, and then at her friends who didn't enjoy it. So I thought this evening, because Kev's going to be cooking when he gets in from work, it's going to be a really late dinner, and Sienna can't wait that long because she has cooked dinners at school. She sometimes can come home, depending on what the dinner was, quite hungry. It's Friday today, so it's Fishy Friday, so it'll be fish fingers and chips. So nothing massively filling. It's not like a roast dinner day. So what I thought I'd do is I'll cook one of those breaded chickens, some rice, and make up that katsu curry sauce, and she can have that for her tea this evening, and she can just eat ahead of everyone else. And Felicity is going to a birthday party, so she's going to be out for dinner. So it just leaves the older ones who are all more than capable of waiting a little bit later for dinner time. I've got some tomato puree. I picked up one of these just stirring sauces because although Felicity does like tuna pasta, with the weather getting colder, and I believe it's going to be really cold this upcoming week, I thought what I'll do is I'll make up some pasta in the morning and just chuck on one of these easy quick sauces. I mean, I am able to make a sauce from scratch, but in the morning, when everyone's got to get ready for school, I'm all for what's easy and convenient and quick. So I thought I could just cook up some of the quick cook pasta, chuck that on top of it and put it in a hot flask, and then she'll have a warm lunch. I've got stock cubes, beef and vegetable. Those are the ones I knew for definite that I'd run out of and that I'd also need throughout the week. I always like to have vegetable stock in for if I want to make a soup, and obviously with having beefy meals this week, we're going to be having beef stock. I've got some strawberry jam, seedless. I bought blackcurrant jam the other day, and Felicity was most disgruntled at the fact it had actual bits in it, actual black currants. So I've made sure I bought seedless strawberry jam. I've got some sage and onion stuffing, ketchup we'd ran out of, so I've picked up one of those. We don't really use a lot of ketchup, but I know that the one that was in the cupboard is on its last dregs, so I did pick up a new one. The granola that I forgot the previous week, I have actually just chucked out 2/3 of a tub of Greek yogurt. Because there was no granola, the yogurt didn't get eaten. So this week, hopefully it will get eaten. And then onto lunchbox fillers and snacky bits. I've got 2 lots of the Rice Krispie Squares, the Go Ahead Fruit Bakes, which Felicity likes. I picked up some Toffee Crisp biscuits because I know Kev likes those. Something this week in the box that he'll enjoy. The plain Kit Kats, because they're what Felicity likes. I've said this before, Felicity likes anything that's very, very plain. She doesn't like anything with caramel or anything jazzy. It's just got to be plain for her. Maryland mini cookies are Sienna's favourite. And then for all of the older ones, the teenagers who just love nothing but to eat biscuits, I've got some of these posh ones, some Oreos, 2 lots of these dark chocolate ones because that's their favourite at the moment. Happy Days are 85p a pack. And Jamie's favourite, which is the Fox's Crunch Creams. They're on offer at the moment for £1. So there's 5 packs of biscuits. They'll probably last until Monday, if I'm lucky. And then on to bread, I've got just 1 pack of bagels. I haven't bought a loaf of bread because I bought a loaf yesterday, so there's still half a loaf left. We're not big bread eaters either. I keep saying we're not big on eating this and we're not big on eating that. You're probably all thinking, what on earth do you eat then? But bagels is something that everybody likes. The favourite seedy ones are back on offer for £1.25. I bought 2 packs yesterday, and then I was like, do you know what? Just pick up another pack because they won't last very long, because me, Brooke and Jamie all love those. So if we have like egg on bagel, that's 1 pack gone on one breakfast. So I picked up another packet of those, 2 lots of bread buns, which I kind of squished, although they are coming back to life. They were very squished when I got them out of the bag, for tonight's burgers, nachos for the chili, 2 packs of wraps, and then crisp wise I've just got a packet of Skips, not the offensive Aldi ones that she absolutely despised. I'm going to have to find somebody, a local friend whose children do like the Aldi Skips, and give them all to her because yeah, Sienna was really, really not happy about those. And I just picked up a packet of classic plain. They were restocking the crisps whilst I was down there. The aisle was almost bare. So all of the good ones, like the Max Paprika that Riley likes, those sorts of ones, there was none on the shelf. So I just went for a pack of classic variety. And then non-food items, didn't need to pick up any toilet roll because I picked it up in the week. Someone did ask, why do you only buy 4 rolls of toilet roll? It's not 4, it's 8, because they're the double rolls. And I usually have to pick up another pack throughout the week. But 8 rolls, or the equivalent of 8 rolls, is 1 roll a day, which is, or more than 1 roll a day, which is more than ample if we're not wasting it. So it usually lasts us, and if it doesn't, I just pick up some more in the week. I don't bulk buy it. Sometimes I think, oh, I could probably save money if I bulk buyed it, but annoyingly, my phone just ran out of battery as I was talking. So I've put away all of that cupboard stuff and got out the next bit. So yeah, I didn't buy toilet roll today because I already bought some like yesterday or the day before. And I'll just buy it as I need it. I'd love to bulk buy it, just don't have the storage for it. So if I could ever find a space in my house where I could store it, I definitely would probably order from one of the online companies. So anyway, I did pick up some washing liquid and some softener, some bubble bath, shampoo, conditioner and shower gel. So that was all I got for non-food items. I bought dog food as well last week, so I didn't need any of that. And I bought cleaning products last week. So then on to fruit and veg. I'm going to have to now unplug my phone. Mara's Piper potatoes to make roast potatoes, white potatoes to make the mash, and some Charlotte potatoes. So these two will go either beside the pie or the toad in the hole, and these will go beside the slow cooker beef. Vegetable wise, I've obviously got the green beans and the peas in the freezer. I've then got a sweetheart cabbage, some parsnips, curly kale. Me and Brooke like this, no one else does, but the rabbit does. So we'll probably eat half the bag and then the rest of it will go out to the rabbit. I've got swede to make mashed swede. All these are delicious. In fact, chunk up some parsnip, some of these in the air fryer, drizzled with honey. Delicious on the side of anything. Really, really nice. 2 bags of carrots, leeks to go in the pie, mushrooms, 2 lots of those. The bottom ones are to go in the slow cooker beef, peppers, tomatoes and cucumbers. And then I've got 2 avocado. They were reduced, but they still feel perfectly fine, so I'm sure they'll last. And I've got some red onions, garlic bulbs, red chilies, can't actually remember why I bought those, but I must need them somewhere. And then I've got some basil, bay leaves and rosemary. And then fruit, obviously, again, I say this all the time, the kids aren't massive fruit eaters. I have got some satsumas still left and a couple of kiwis from last week, but I've got some plums, some organic apples because they were cheaper than the non-organic ones. The non-organic ones were £1.80 and these were £1.60. When did apples get so expensive? I've got a melon, some bananas and some raspberries that were reduced to 74p. We'll need eating today, and I squished them with a bag of potatoes, so they definitely need eating. But yeah, they much prefer fruit in the summer months, when they can have strawberries, raspberries, that sort of thing, watermelons. They're much more into their fruit. But when it goes to wintry options, not so much. But summer has just taken a liking for plums. So yeah, there is some fruit still in the fruit bowl, but they're not huge fruit fans. So yeah, that's the basis of the veg and the fruit for the meals for the week. And then I've just got my Christmas shop to show you. Pepsi Max are currently on offer. 2 packs of 24 for £14. So £7 a case. With my colleague discount off, it brings it down to £11.90. So it worked out 24p-ish a can. So really good price. I have been cutting myself back on it again because I got on that slippery slope where I was drinking way too much, drinking about 4 cans a day. So I've got myself back down to 3 last week, and now from yesterday down to 2, because I just get onto a slippery slope where I drink way too much of this stuff. So one of those cases is going to go up in the attic, and then it can come back down when I put out all of the Christmas food, and it will be there for everybody within reason. Obviously they're not going to be drinking as much as I drink in a day because I know it's bad for me, so I'm not going to let them do the same thing. Reese had also started to drink way too much, started buying it himself, and was getting as bad as me, so he's nipped that in the bud. It's definitely an addiction that I I'm not proud of, and I don't want anyone else in my family to do it as well, but they are a good price at the moment if you are a Pepsi Max lover. I've also got bottles of water for Kev for work. He asked me to pick these up because he's going in the local shop, and these were £1.95 for 12, and he's paying like, I don't know, 70-80p a bottle. So those are for him to take to work. I've picked up Sienna's advent calendar. Kinder ones were on offer for £3.50. So Felicity's got Maltesers, Sienna's got Kinder. I'm looking for a Reese's Pieces one for Riley. Currently £6 in Sainsbury's. So if you've seen a Reese's Pieces one cheaper than that, can you let me know in the comments so I can pick up for Riley? And then I just have to pick up Jamie, Reese, Summer, Brooke and Bella. I will get Brooke and Bella one each to have here as well. And Bella's mum always buys one for Reese to have at her house. Well, she did last year. I say always as if they've always been together, but last year she did. So yeah, I need to pick up those this week because like the 1st of December is only, what, 6 days away? And then food for the Christmas. So I always, well, started last year. Again, I say always, I haven't always done this. Last year, I put out loads of Christmas food, something that my parents used to do when I was younger, and something that I remember have fond memories of. So now the kids are that bit older. I wouldn't have done it when I had like toddlers. I put it all out on the side and it's there for if anyone wants anything. So we've got 2 packets of Matchmakers, 2 things of mini cheddars with paprika, and Felicity's favourite Treelets. Those are £2 a tub at the moment. Some mini mince pies. I do like the mini ones, and I do like their bakery ones, and I like making them myself when I get around to it. But those are delicious, the Taste the Difference ones, and they're on offer for £1.75. I've got 3 chutneys, Christmas chutney, chili jam, and this is delicious. Fig and balsamic chutney. So yummy. Have that on the girls' weekends away. So I ate a lot of that the other weekend. Really yummy. And they're on offer for £1. Don't quote me. It's either £1.25 or £1.50. After eights are on offer for £3. Chocolate oranges are on offer for £1. Smarties are on offer for £1.35 for the candy cane ones. And Pringles are on offer for £1.50. So they're the smaller tubes are £1 at the moment in B&M if you can get your hands on them. They're £1.25 in Morrison's, £1.50 in Sainsbury's. But by the time I took my discount off, it was like £1.27 point something. So it was, you know, worth paying the extra 2p a tub to not have to go to another supermarket. So I've got 2 barbecue, 1 salt and vinegar, 2 sour cream, and 1 plain. So that is the start of my Christmas food haul. I'll pick up some more next week, and I will explain to you in a second with the receipt how I'm paying for all of this, and it's not costing me anything. Just before I show you the receipt, I've just added up how much all of this Christmas food plus Sienna's advent calendar came to, and it was £34.30. So then take off the 15% colleague discount, it was £29.15. That's important for when I show you the receipt. So the start total was £223.66. It then took off the promotion of the 2 for 14 on the Pepsi, bringing it down to £216.66. I then had colleague discount of 15%, which took off another £32.49, making it £184.17. I then used £30 of my Nectar, which I've been collecting up since. So I collect it all year, and then when it gets to the toy sale, I spend the majority of it, and then I start building it up again for Christmas food. So I took off £30 to cover all of that Christmas food, bringing my total to £154.17. And then at the very bottom, it tells me that I had a total saving of £71.09, which is flipping amazing. I can't believe that, and I still have plenty of points. In fact, I think it's more than £13 because I would have passed the next step of the countdown to Christmas. So I've probably got a bit more than that. I'll tell you that in a minute if it shows me on my app. So my Nectar app is currently telling me that I've got £49.17. That's because it takes a day or two to take off what you've just used. So it's actually £19.17, which is flipping amazing because I've just covered another one of the Countdown to Christmas challenges, which gave me £5. And I'm almost halfway through completing the next one, which will give me another £5. So by the time I do next week's food shop, I will probably be around £27. So it's amazing, it's brilliant. And all of that food was covered by the Nectar, and all of the toys that I bought, which wasn't a great deal, but I think I spent, actually I don't even know how much I spent, but I spent a fair chunk of the Nectar on the toy sale. So again, all of that was, you know, pretty much, it's free, isn't it? Because it's, you know, it's not your money. But I'm really happy. It always makes me feel super smug when it works out how I plan it to work out. So I'm going to hide all of that food. Next week, I probably won't buy anything else because I've bought quite a lot this week. And then the following week, I'll buy probably like the cheese biscuits and anything else that catches my eye. And then, oh, tubs of chocolate. I'm waiting for them to go back on a good offer. They're still at the moment £5.50. So I'll probably get a couple of tubs of chocolate, the cheese biscuits, and then when I do the Christmas food shop, I'll get the cheeses. Because although the cheese now has a date to see you past Christmas, I don't have the place to store it in the fridge. So I'll get that in with like the Christmas food shop. But yeah, I just love it when it works out this way, because my Christmas food shop will be no different in price to my normal shop, and we will have all of these goodies that I've collected up by spending the Nectar points and saving the Nectar points, so they're there to spend. So yeah, that is my food shop done for this week. This has taken me way longer than it should have, so I need to quickly get this put away and tidy up before the school run. But thank you for watching. Whatever you're up to this weekend, I hope you have a really, really good one. And if you see a Reese's Pieces calendar for a good price on your travels, please let me know so I can go and pick it up for Riley. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all over the weekend.